Hello there, this is Cindy at cindybdesigns.com. The middle card is the card that we'll be making today. Thank you so much for joining me for a simple stamping. I'm going to try and do a video every week. Try is the key word, but this is very simple to do. I will have all the details over at cindybdesigns.com and a description underneath this YouTube here. These are two prototypes I made earlier. We have Grapefruit Grove and Fresh Fig, and that is Soft Seafoam and Petal Pink. So I'm really hooked on the light colors lately because I'm still freezing here. It's winter. So I'm going to start picking up the video in a little bit and speeding it up. But what churches these up a little bit is a nice ribbon treatment over on the edge there. And the image panel is on Stampin' Dimensionals. Forever Lovely is our stamp set that's in the occasions right now. And look at all those fantastic dies that you get with it. So here we go. I have set up my Stamparatus, and that is an amazing tool. I put a little bit of adhesive on the back of my image panel because the magnets, you can't, for me, I can't get that door down all the way like that. So like I said, I've already set everything up, and you can put images on both sides of the door. Now I slip a case underneath there so I get good ink coverage on the image, and since that's a distinctive image, you don't want to overload it with ink or anything because it's meant to come out. You're going to see me pull the door up in a second. It's meant to come out well splotchy like that, and what that does is give it a lot of texture and dimension. I missed a little spot, and so I just put it right back down and give it a good rub. I don't have good luck stamping in that L corner that you see over there on the right. So now I decided to do the inside of the card real quick because I happen to have the sentiment on there for that. So I'm switching or turning over the paper, turning over the door, and putting it on the second hinge. And like I said, that is so extremely versatile. It's great for mass producing, everything. And when you have two sides open, you can have cardstock sticking out that's not going to get creased like it would in other stamp positioning tools. And it looks like I'm really rubbing hard on that, but I'm not, because I know with photopolymer stamps, if you get a little bit of ink in between the images, it'll end up on your cardstock. So now I pulled out that other door and I'm grabbing, it comes with two doors. And I thought I had everything lined up, but I really didn't. I must have done something somewhere. I mean, who knows? So I'm going to end up taking the stamp off, repositioning it, and I'm going to pick it up with that door. And I probably could have snuck in the magnets there to do that, but I had the adhesive there. And I better tell you our colors. I'm just going to bumble my way through this voiceover. That was Highland Heather. For my leaves, I'm doing Pool Party because I can and it's fun. And who says that leaves have to be green? And I am on, if you've been following me, I'm on this basic gray kick right now. Nothing is black. All my sentiments are gray, everything's gray. So I cleaned off that stamp because I still have to use that door, and you don't want to mess with the ink, messing with your panel, because that would happen to me. So once again, I'm putting down the sentiment. That's going to get inked up on basic gray. And I think I wanted to ink it up twice, but didn't, because through the photopolymer stamps, I could see that wasn't quite lining up right for some reason, most likely because of that, you know, the paper coming up a little bit. And that's kind of a new stamp set to me. So here we go. I am putting dimensionals on the back. You want it on the long side because we have, did I have something sneak through there? I did, a ribbon, that's why. When I put them on, you see my nails creasing into them. It takes when you see me pull them off later on in the video, they just come flying, not flying, but they come right off. Okay, big shot work here. We're going to use the tufted for our Highland Heather base. Use the Tear tape on the back of that. A lot of people put glue dots on the back of dry embossed cardstock, and they're strong, but I like my stuff indestructible, I guess. I went ahead and put Tear tape on the back before I embossed it, which is a hack, and that tape will come right off. Before you emboss it, you know, you want to lay it down, the tape, and then burnish it real well, and then look how easy it comes off after that. And this way I know it's going to stick and it's never going to go anywhere. So you want to get your ribbon, which I almost forgot, size that up in the middle, you know, from top to bottom to make sure it's going through. And the same thing when you put your cardstock in the embossing folder, it's patterned, so you want to get that pattern distributed evenly. So I'm going to pop that on there and center it up top to bottom, left to right, get my edges down there, and this is where you see the backs of those dimensionals just fly off. If you have static clean problems, Swiffer on anything really, and it takes good care of it. I am going to make my junk bow now. That's what I call them if it's just something I threw together, and I'm going to struggle making it. When I put the image panel on, I went more towards the right side so I could fit all of that in. So I have some Pool Party Shimmer and Whisper White Polka Dot, and I was going to bow it, and I thought, I don't think so. So I decided to just go ahead and knot the longer end of it. And I'm going to mess with it a little bit, but not too long. And eventually I'll get it going, you know, up and down. And I'm snipping the edges there. And I'm kind of alternating which way I'm cutting my little, I forgot what that's called. It's been a while. So that is the front of our card. So I figured we'd go ahead and dress up the inside. And of course, when I was cutting my cardstock or my Subtles DSP, it's a 6x6, I cut it off the wrong end and didn't catch it until just now. And I thought, I am not starting all over again. I can't flip this around and trim off the end. Maybe I could. I haven't tried that yet, but I think it's a little bit more, and I do have ribbon to think about. And then the other side, that is my hack. You put, I put 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 on top a lot because I want an extra panel for stability or embellishments or whatever. And you always have to shave something off. If you stick it up there in that L-shaped corner, the Stamparatus, like I'm doing right here, just for that little envelope, it goes in perfect every single time. And that's how you dress an envelope, by the way, too, is just put it on the flat. Those scissors cost me 6 weeks of my life, the thumb thing. And after this, we're going to be done. So thank you for stopping by. Have a great day. See you next week. And find me at cindybdesigns.com. Have a good one. Bye.